Boneca Ambalabu. Svinina bombardino. Avocadini antilopini. Cacto hippopotamo. Cappuccino assassino. Bandito bobritto. Cacto hippopotamo. Boneca Ambalabu. Pipi kiwi. Buon borollo. Gangster futera. Burr patapim. Nubini pizzanini. Tim cheese. Gangster futera. Fluriflura. Cappuccino assassino. Bombardiro crocodilo. Nubini Pizzanini. Boneca Ambalabu.
This is how they use fake fingers to fool you, because people who've lost their fingers in accidents wear silicone ones to hide it.
4, 5.
This is how they use fake fingers to fool you, because people who've lost their fingers in accidents wear silicone ones to hide it. To make them, they dip the missing finger into a mold filled with liquid silicone, and once it dries, it turns into a fake one. But when this girl lost 4 of her fingers, the artist created 4 of them for her, and as he started putting them on, they started to look just like real fingers. This is how they use fake fingers to fool you, because
4, 5, 6, 8. Oh my gosh, bro, let's go. 1 diamond? Wait, bro, 3 diamonds? I bet. Yeah, this is the method. Okay, please don't burn the diamonds. Yes. Okay, and let's collect our last diamond. All right, bet. And now I'm gonna go get some more trapdoors so I can keep trying this out. 4, 5.
We have 1 minute until restock. Who wants to be on stock? Can I be on stock? You will always be on stock. Who else? Why does Carrot always get to be on stock? Yeah, give us a chance. We might get many sales. You don't know that. You know what? I'm kind of feeling it today. Put me on stock. No. Why? You're a washed up prismatic. Nobody wants you. And they want Carrot? I stock what I want. And this is why everybody hates you. And this is why nobody buys you. But they'll buy this laser gun. Wait, how'd you get that? We have 1 minute until restock. Who wants to be on stock? Can I be on stock? You will always be on stock.
Yesterday, I slipped an AirTag in a stranger's luggage to see if I could track her. I followed her through the airport for 30 minutes. She was moving fast, but I was keeping up with her until she started boarding her flight. I told the flight attendant that I forgot my phone on the plane, but I showed her my AirTag signal. And when she let me through the gate, I sat in the first empty seat I found. When we landed, she got off the plane before me and the AirTag lost signal. I figured she threw it away. I was about to book my flight home, but that's when the AirTag signal came back. I hopped in a taxi and had him follow the AirTag. For hours, we tracked her through a random country, and when we finally arrived, it was a hotel. But then the AirTag lost signal, which only meant one thing. It was time to sneak in. If she gives me my AirTag back, you have to subscribe. After knocking on a bunch of random hotel doors, finally, hey, I think you have my AirTag.
You've been tracking me?
Yes, I have. Thank you so much. Subscribe. Yesterday, I slipped an AirTag in.
Remember when we made the edible keyboards? So what if we made an edible mouse instead? The only problem was, I couldn't find a mouse mold anywhere. So we decided to make one out of silicone. But you know, something always tends to go wrong.
Goodbye, mouse.
The silicone seeped deep into the mouse cracks, making it impossible to take out of the mold. So I had to cut it.
Oh my gosh! We did it!
So just like the keyboard, I oiled this up and filled it with tons of gummy bears. Heated it up a little bit and anticipated the big reveal.
Stop!
Obviously we had to pour honey all over it, and now I got a little mousey for my keyboard. Remember when
This girl is a little obsessed with stickers, but when the girl in the car next to them saw it, she begged her husband to get her one too. The husband refused, saying real men don't put stickers on their cars, so her boyfriend decided to shut him up by handing them some new stickers. The guy even tried to drive away, but he didn't want to suffer alone, so he got out of the car and tossed one inside their car. But at the end, they ran into each other again and they became a human stickers. This girl—
Guys, why isn't no one supporting the new creators? You guys act like they are nothing. If the video has low—
If 6 plus 7 is 12, what's 7 plus 6?
6 plus 7 isn't 12. It doesn't equal 12. 6 plus 7
Equals
13.
So what's 7 plus 6?
Well, proper logic would be 13.
Come chat with your favorite.
Prove it.
Prove what?
That you're Peter Parker. Crawl around.
Crawl around?
Yes.
No.
Yes, crawl around.
Why do I need to crawl around?
Because this is not enough.
This is plenty.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
Naalisin yung ageo sa sulok. Ha?
My Lola's asking if you could just get the cobweb there. Since you're like up there.
Thank you.
This man was 400 pounds and decided to fight for his life. After 7 months of relentless training and a strict diet, he lost an incredible 131 pounds. But his journey wasn't over. Losing that much weight meant he was left with a new, visible challenge: pounds of loose skin. And after seeing the skin hanging from his body, people online started questioning his health. But he simply replied that for the first time in his life, he is finally healthier, happier, and stronger than ever before.
Here's a story for you.
This guy made a huge mistake. When he saw a girl on the train with a giant box of fries, he thought he had a genius plan by offering her a seat and hoping she'd share. And at first, it worked perfectly. She shared the fries, then out of nowhere, she pulled out a giant burger, sliced it like a birthday cake, and even shared it with ticket conductor and him. He thought his lucky day couldn't get any better when she revealed a 15-liter cola, but that's when his luck ran out. The drink was all for her, leaving him thirsty for the rest of the ride. This guy made a
He started walking from South America, claiming he was going to make it to Europe on foot, and many believed he was crazy. But he was determined and made his trip from South America to North America in 8 whole years, and found himself with his first major problem, which was the water gap separating the 2 continents. He got an idea and waited for the water to freeze up and walked across on the ice. He then went through Russia for 11 years and found himself stuck in Kazakhstan during the 2020 pandemic and thus had to cross the Caspian Sea. He swam across, taking breaks on a motorboat that traveled along with him. He then made it to the UK, finally reuniting with his family after 27 long years. He started walking from South America.
Saying I show speed 10,000 times in 1 second. Here we go. I show speed. Don't believe me?
What's something that made you angrier than you have ever been? I taught 10th grade English, and out of nowhere, one of my best students suddenly just stopped showing up. After a week, someone from our school was finally able to reach his mom and found out that him and his dad got into a car crash and his dad had died. He was out of school for 2 months, but eventually came back. He was really struggling and always got straight A's before that. So after class one day, I told him not to worry about any of the work because he had already passed the state exam and was a good student. He was really thankful, but a few weeks later, I got called into the counselor's office. I walked in to see him sitting there with his other teachers, and I soon found out he was failing their classes. They were trying to make him do all the work he missed, which probably wasn't even possible, and if he couldn't, he'd have to repeat the entire year. They checked his grades and saw he had an A in my class. One of his other teachers, who I knew didn't like me, started arguing with me, saying I can't just give him a free pass and not let him learn anything. He asked why I was called here, since I wasn't even trying to teach him anything. This was all unbelievable to me. I tried to stay calm, but said, the kid's dad just fucking died. Do you really think your history class matters to him in the slightest? They both just stared at me. The counselor suddenly smiled and said, that's why I called Mr. Carter here today, because I knew he'd say some things I'm not allowed to. What's something?
There was always...
Hey.
Hey, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do this.
This woman is the actual voice behind Amazon's Alexa, but when she tried talking to the device, you won't believe what happened next.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Alexa, play my favorite playlist.
You sound familiar. Who is this?
I'm Alexa.
No, I'm Alexa.
Huh? I said it first.
I said it first.
This woman is the
People were annoyed at this kid for climbing up the water slide the wrong way, but no one knew he actually had a plan. He wasn't just messing around, he wanted to skip the long line for the best slide in the park. After fighting his way to the top and finally getting ready to go down, something strange happened. The slide suddenly stopped working, leaving him stuck halfway. Turns out, park security had quietly turned off the water just to stop him. Hit that subscribe button or we might never meet again.
Honey, Dexter's...
These kids were turning the house upside down, but the mom got so pissed to see her husband didn't care about her and was just playing video games, ignoring all the mess. Just before she lost it, she called the ambulance and said she felt too sick. And while they took her to the hospital, she told him to take care of the kids. The man was only worried about his wife at first, but the next day, he called her begging her to hurry up and come back because he couldn't control the kids by himself. But when she told him she was going to be at the hospital for another day, the man was about to lose his mind because they just splashed a whole bottle of ketchup on him. But little did he know that his wife had sneaked off to get some peaceful time alone. And if she deserves the break, leave a like. These kids were turning the house upside.
Have you ever noticed someone checking out your child? When my daughter and I moved to a new state, she started having to take the bus to school. Everything was normal, but after a few weeks, she told me an old man started standing and waiting by her bus stop almost every morning. He'd always have candy for them, and this immediately set off red flags in my head. I started walking her there and she was right. He'd stand and watch them before they got on the bus and bring them the strawberry candy I used to eat as a kid. I made sure to check every single one before my daughter ate any, and every time there wasn't anything wrong with it. so I just assumed he was harmless. I told a few other parents about it, and they immediately started to seem really creeped out. Eventually, someone ended up calling the police, asking them to make him stop. Apparently, they showed up at his house, but he argued that he was just trying to keep them safe. When he stopped showing up in the morning, my daughter started telling me she missed him. I didn't think anything of it until I saw his obituary a year later, and my heart broke. His name was Mr. Chen, and had a daughter who died at a bus stop when she was 9. She had walked out into the road and hit by a distracted driver. Every morning, he'd come and hand out his daughter's favorite candy, just to keep them away from the road. All he wanted to do was make sure none of us had to go through the same pain he did. Have you ever—
You know the feeling when you realize you—
Sammy is adding these 3 OG brain rots. First up, there's John Pork. A few months ago, Sammy used a pig nose emoji, which could be teasing it, and he was made 7 years ago and isn't AI, so it would be fitting. And after that is the Smurf cat. We all know this one's coming since Sammy said you won't believe the OGs I'm adding and then used the mushroom and cat emojis after, and it's from 11 years ago. But then, from a meme that came out 2 years ago but wasn't made by AI, and he said this so we could see him get the rights for Sammy is at—
If you take photos of the sun's shadow from the same spot for a whole year, you'll see a figure 8 shape appear on the ground, called an analemma. It proves that Earth is tilted by 23.5 degrees and moves around the sun in an oval-shaped orbit. Because of this tilt and speed difference, the sun's shadow shifts slightly every day. If the Earth were flat, this figure 8 would never appear. If you take—
You see this, Mom?
Who was the first ever player in Roblox? I first thought it was the official Roblox account because it literally says it was the first Roblox account ever in-game, made in 2006. But this made no sense since Roblox was actually made in 2004, 2 whole years before this account was even made. So as I dug deeper, I went through years of Roblox player lists and actually found the first ever secret account called Admin, who was created on June 30th, 2004. But just as I was about to celebrate, I sadly found out that someone had deleted it, meaning out of 4.6 billion Roblox accounts, the first ever one is deleted forever. Who was—
The bear ate a lot of fish at once, but it's—
Welcome to Why Did It Drop with Chase Credit.
When you look at the missing kids board inside 99 Nights in the Forest, you'll be able to see which biome you